put an extra little bit of focus on children's health and well-being, and that really just goes with the vibe of back to school time and back to routine time. For a lot of parents, September is that kind of rebooting routine and schedule and maybe getting back to healthy habits. So I love to share a few of my own suggestions and tips from my own expertise of working with kids. And it is a very special demographic. They're not mini adults. They do have their own issues particular to their age group, and they are growing at a phenomenal rate. So caring for their body, their well-being, their spine is really important. So yeah, I love to, if it's tips on your school bag, tips about safety on trampolines, suggestions on scoliosis. That's something that's quite particular as well, and it really does need early detection and proactive management as well. So I want to share with you this evening a little bit of a different kind of tip. I think I've once given a book recommendation. So I'm going to give you a children's health book recommendation. So hopefully you can see this nice and clearly. So it's called Switched on Kids. I'm kind of looking at it backwards here. Switched on Kids by Dr. Dorte Bladt. I really hope I'm getting that right. It's a Dutch name. So yeah, this is not a professional book. This is a book for the everyday parent that is interested in doing something, learning something for their child's benefit, to help their child if their child is struggling, has some kind of difficulty. Just there's really practical tips in here. So I'm going to show you a little bit. I had a marker in here somewhere. So this bit here is on, she's talking about dyslexia and dyspraxia and brain wiring exercises and brain stimulating exercises. And then you can see the next page, she has lots of exercises for you to try with your child. So it's a really practical book. But then it's not all about this. Like, she's a chiropractor, so she's going to have a big emphasis on the nervous system, understanding how the nervous system controls the body, the spine. She will have an emphasis on that. But then there is going to be dietary stuff, helping your kids have a nice varied diet. Then there is stuff on, I have it marked here, self-esteem. If your kids are struggling with self-esteem, there's that section. And there's loads of examples. So she talks about her own child a lot, and that was kind of the inspiration, I think, as far as I remember from it. In the beginning, that's a lot of her inspiration comes from helping and supporting her own child, but then that brought her deep into pediatric practice. And she gives lots of examples of her own pediatric practice and helping kids out. So that makes it really engaging, when you read these kind of examples in it. And there's just so many suggestions in them, and they're all really easy suggestions. She's not asking the world of you, it's just really implementable suggestions. So that is a little suggestion for parents out there. If you're thinking, I'm kind of tired of going down the rabbit hole on the internet, which it really, really can be, and you just like a kind of a more tangible book in your hand to read, this might be a nice one for you. So just a suggestion. I really enjoyed it. I loved it. And again, it's for the layperson. It's not a professional book. It's super easy reading. So that is my suggestion, my library suggestion. The other little thing I wanted to bring up with you today and share with you is I've been speaking a lot about posture, but more so talking about adults, talking about how it impacts on your oxygen intake, how it impacts on your stress levels, all the multifaceted sides to posture. It's not just about looking good. It's not just about standing up straight. There is more to it. So I found a study that was just on for children. So they took I don't want to misquote it. So the average age of the kids, they were all boys, they were all around 12 years old in this study, and basically they were looking at how upright posture is impacting the psychological state and then the physiological state. So I'm just going to read it out to you here. Upright posture resulted in greater vitality and pleasure. Upright posture also led to significantly higher scores for calculation and listening comprehension tests. Moreover, increases in vitality level positively influenced increases in calculation and listening comprehension test scores. This study suggests that adopting an upright posture results in maintaining a positive psychological state and improving test performance of children. So pretty cool results. Now, I will always critique a study. It's really important to look at the good and the bad. And with this particular study, there was only 38 boys. So for the future, now this study is only published December 2018, so it's less than 2 years old. So it is quite recent. So really for the future, what you'd want is like, okay, that's really good results from that, but now we need to do it on a greater number of kids to see if those results are consistent. So it's really good to see, to learn about that new research that's coming out and add it to our bank of knowledge. So that's really what I wanted to share with you this evening. I hope you like those suggestions. And I don't know if book suggestions are something that you would like to have more of. I'm always reading health related books, so I'm happy to add in a little bit of that as well. All right, guys, have a lovely evening and take care of yourselves.